Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG. Welcome back to another episode of the Gamer Parents Podcast. My name is Kevin and I'm joined by my wonderful wife, Joanne.
Hey everybody!
If you're new here, Joanne and I are a married couple. We have 2 kids, ages 4 and 2, and we love our roles as parents and as gamers, and we are parents who game, gamers who parent.
Yep.
And before I pass it over to Joanne to talk about how her week is, I do just want to say that we have something new this week, and that is a new microphone.
Yes, we do.
That we are using this go around, which feels like we had been missing out using our old mic, and this just seems like a much better one so far. Hopefully it's sounding clearer. We'll probably know a little bit more once we get at least one episode out using this one. But at least so far it seems like it'll work a lot better than our old one. But hopefully this makes a difference. So with that said, we can go ahead and jump into our usual trajectory here. Joanne, how was your week?
Week's been going good. I wouldn't say great, but good. It is the Easter week, and I was very busy with the kids doing crafts, be it painting Easter eggs or just preparing the decor for Easter in the house, making little animals, little baby chicks wearing bunny ears and stuff like that.
Yeah, happy Easter to everyone, by the way, because this is going to come out the day after Easter.
Yes, happy Easter, y'all. And bringing the kids to Easter events as well.
Everything gets busier when you have kids because there's so many more activities and events and school and church and all kinds of stuff and stuff that you kind of are more inclined to do with kids than without.
Yes, like even last week itself, our son would have already been to 3 different egg hunts. One that we did ourselves, one with the school, and one at church. So yeah, he's been having a blast, that's for sure. And mom here is also enjoying every bit of it, while not gonna lie, it is tiring.
Yeah, what about the Easter Bunny story?
Oh yes, the Easter Bunny at his school. I know last week we spoke about the Easter Bunny at the mall, and then they have an Easter Bunny at his preschool as well. And it was so funny. We tried to keep it real for him when we're with him, but someone at his school, either his classmate or a teacher, told him that there was a person in the Easter Bunny suit. So now he knows that the Easter Bunny is not real.
Now he thinks. We're still trying to convince him that Easter Bunny is real, along with the Tooth Fairy, Santa, everybody, the whole group.
Well, he's only 4, so I understand that some kids like it to keep it real and some kids like to keep it more fairy tale like, and that's how we are. We are big kids with little kids. And we just keep convincing him that there's no one in the suit. It was just the bunny talking to him. So it was interesting.
We'll see how long we can get away with that.
Yeah.
He's pretty bright, but we'll see. I think he's got it figured out.
Yep. And apart from that, this week, our daughter, she's 2.5 years old, she decided that she wants to start using the potty. And it caught me totally off guard. I mean, I knew that she was gonna eventually use the potty. I was kind of like hoping that it would be around 3 when she understood better. But apparently she thinks she's old enough and she wants to do it. So she'll just go right up to the big kid potty. We call it the big kid potty. And take off her diapers and sit there. And she tells me, "Mommy, go away. Kind of like...
She wants her privacy, obviously.
Yeah. So I'll just wait until she says, "I'm done." And then I'll come by. She hasn't done her number 2 in it though. But it's still an achievement for us, right?
Yeah. And I feel like we kind of procrastinate on potty training kind of stuff. Like we haven't really pushed like either of our kids to start or try. It's just kind of like when they're ready, they know.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems like we're there with her, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We'll save on money and not having to buy diapers all the time.
Yeah, it is definitely a race.
And a little bit easier, and hopefully we're almost out of the diaper changing years.
True.
Man, wouldn't that be cool? I hope we're almost there.
Yep, totally. It's just that our son did it like maybe when he was 3.5 years old, and
he was late. Yeah.
So I was totally not prepared for this. So it was a lot going on this week for me. I know it's good in the long run, but it's just a lot of additional load on my shoulder to handle them both at the same time. But that's about it in life. As for gaming, this week we streamed Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and it was painful. I like it. I think I would like the story and everything, but it's just very time consuming. It really focuses. No, it really is like kind of like a Souls game, right?
Yeah, I think it felt very Souls-like to me.
Mm-hmm.
For a number of ways.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like even the reviews online, a lot of people compared it to Sekiro or Bloodborne. It has a lot of parrying. Like it focuses mainly on parrying, and I am really not good at parrying. So yeah, with this game, it was almost like impossible. I even played it like the day after the stream, and I still couldn't get through the first boss. But anyways, I'll let Kevin talk more. What do you think of the Wolong Fallen Dynasty game, Kevin?
Yeah, so that's one we played together. Together but like separately, so we weren't able to get into the co-op yet. And kind of a funny story there. So this was what we were streaming. We had a friend of ours in the stream with us, and we were talking about hoping to be able to play it co-op, and he helped us out by Googling it and told us that we needed to beat the first boss in order to, I guess, unlock the co-op mode, or the ability to do co-op. I guess the game kind of wants you to learn a little bit, kind of the basics, just the basic tutorial stuff. So I'm like, oh, that should be pretty easy. We'll just get through the tutorial, beat the first boss, and then we'll join up in a group together after that. Maybe thinking it'll probably take the first 10 or 15 minutes to get through that part of the game. Little did we know that first boss would be way harder than I thought you could ever possibly be. For the most part, like getting to the boss was not that difficult. I don't think I died leading up to the boss, but then this first boss fight, it was crazy. It's 2 phases, so very Souls-like in that sense. First phase, pretty easy. You can kind of make him flinch and, stagger him pretty easily, as you're attacking. Then once you deplete his first health bar, he goes into the second phase, and that was way harder. I think maybe I got him down to 75% of his health in the second phase.
Oh, wow.
At the best, because he doesn't flinch anymore, and his attacks are way harder to dodge, and they're way different. And yeah, I think I really got to get the pairing thing down before I can even hope to come close to beating that boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not even close yet. That's going to take some more time. So hopefully one day we could co-op that game, or we could just pick a different game to play next and erase from our memories Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
At least you got it to the second phase. I didn't even get past the first phase. I got it, the best I did was to 30% of the first health bar that he has. Yeah,
even the first phase is not easy or simple. I was pretty consistently making it to the second phase, but usually by then I'd have no more health potions, and it just went downhill from there really quickly. So I might try it some more and just focus more on pairing.
Yes.
But yeah, really rough start to that game.
Definitely. And I thought okay, maybe the next day I could do it, and nope, did not work.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a kind of game I want to play right now. I don't know, unless it gets easier after that first boss, which is possible, but I kind of doubt it.
Is it easier than God of War? What do you think?
No, that fight, no, definitely, especially not for that early on in the game.
True, I agree. So that was what we played together on stream. And then just to calm my nerves down after being so stressed out by that game, I played a bit of Disney Dreamlight. And I actually progressed a lot more further than I thought. And now I'm really hooked on Disney Dreamlight as well. Because, like I mentioned before, I like the Disney songs that are played in it and everything Disney, all the characters.
Is it like the classic Disney songs, like the ones that everybody knows from the movies and everything?
But instrumental, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I think that still counts.
Yeah, it's kind of remind me of Kingdom Hearts. So it's kind of wonderful to just walk down memory lane with the characters that you grew up loving.
Disney is pretty vast, and there's a lot of different movies and different sets of characters. Like, obviously, there's the core ones like Mickey and Goofy and all of them. Are they're in it?
Of course.
Who else? What are the main characters? Who those seem to be so far?
So the main characters right now that I'm building my relationship with is Mickey Mouse, and Minnie Mouse is missing, so I'm kind of like helping him. And then there's Goofy, who is a shop owner, I think, and then of course Uncle Scrooge, who is the bank owner.
But he's the duck, right?
Yes, Uncle Scrooge the duck.
Okay.
And then of course there's Ratatouille, and I saw Moana. So there's like a whole bunch of Disney characters, not like the
like
Marvel.
Old and new. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen any Marvel so far, but
Darn
this
it.
is
Okay,
like...
I'm not interested yet.
But I will let you know if I do. So we progressed there. I learned how to cook in Disney. Yeah, that's where I met Ratatouille, right?
Oh, no wonder I've noticed a difference in your cooking.
You're
started
funny.
playing it.
I did not have a rat with me.
I'm just kidding.
And then I also downloaded this new game, mobile game.
Go on.
It's a puzzles and survival collaboration with Resident Evil. And it's super fun.
Is this the one that we always see on like in-game ads?
Yes.
Every trying to play something and then this ad comes up?
Yes, sort of. Yeah. I can't believe
So you fell for it?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's because I'm watching this streamer called Dr. Freezeburn, and he was sponsored, to promote this, and he kind of like got me hooked to it because it looked fun when he was playing it. So I started playing it. I joined his alliance. Alliance is kind of like a guild. For the most part, it reminds me of Command and Conquer. Have you played that game?
Yeah.
Yes. So in the good old days. And then, but online, right? Because it's mobile. And then during the combat, it's like Candy Crush, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I saw you playing a little bit of it, so
yeah.
I at least know, you're basically, or more like Bejeweled, right? Kind of?
Yeah, or Bejeweled, yes.
I
So
guess.
the combat part is like based on what blocks or tiles that you match up, and then you fight the zombies. It's very apocalyptic, like world-ending kind of thing. So I really enjoy it, how like you could actually go and attack zombie lairs or attack enemies and stuff like that. So yeah, I am currently on day 2 with it.
So you have like 2 different accounts as well? Like you're kind of...
Well, it's the same
2
account,
different servers? Oh,
2
okay.
different characters.
Oh, okay.
Same account,
Gotcha.
2 different characters, and on 2 different servers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So it is a fun game if you enjoy Candy Crush, Bejeweled, and puzzle solving stuff. Definitely play this game. So that was it. My life in games. Very post-apocalyptic end to that topic. Anyways, Kevin, how has your week been going?
Yeah, so I guess I'll start with life. And on the topic of survival and apocalyptic and all that, we were gifted, this was a long time ago, probably right after we got married.
Yeah, it was
around that
a
time?
wedding gift.
We were gifted a box of emergency food, and I mean a big box of emergency food. And it's meant to like last a long time, and you just like store it away somewhere. And I think it expires it has like a 5-year expiration date or something, which is kind of coming up. So we were like, oh, well, let's try and eat some of this emergency food up. We haven't gotten into it much since we received it. It's literally just been like in a box under our bed for like the last 5 years.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to use some of that up before it expires for sure.
Yeah.
And it's all kinds of stuff, and it's just these bags of different things, from like banana chips to creamy stroganoff, which we made the other day, which I am not really a fan of. And there is like macaroni and cheese. There's
blueberry pancakes,
which
you made this morning.
We made blueberry pancakes this morning. It was literally just you open the package up, you pour it in a bowl, add water, mix it up, and then just cook it in a pan.
Yeah, I was actually very impressed with how fluffy and yummy it tasted, considering you don't have to add milk or eggs. I mean, I'm sure it's in the ingredients somehow,
or it's basically just like in powdered form.
Yeah.
And you just add water. Basically, all of these packages, you just like add water and then heat them up.
Exactly.
Like more or less, right? And some of these things, especially like the creamy stroganoff, was really weird because it was just like a powder, and you mix it with water, and it gets it all creamy.
And
but
then noodles come out.
The crazy part was like the powder was like clumping together and not like mixing like it should very well, or maybe we didn't do a good enough job stirring it. I don't know, one or the other.
I think that's just us.
Because it was like it would get like tough and like clumpy, like it wouldn't really like open up and then mix in with the water. So like when we were eating it, there'd be like these not huge, but like small clumps of like just like the powder that would like burst in your mouth and be kind of like salty. And I don't know, I almost couldn't take it, but
I thought it was good.
I did have one bowl yesterday. And we're not gonna let it go to waste. We're gonna finish this stuff.
Yeah, it's called Patriot Pantry, and it's called survival or emergency food. Kind of really what we have in most games.
Really seems hit or miss on the packages so far. The blueberry pancakes, like we said, were pretty good. I think those were not bad at all. They weren't amazing pancakes, but they were not bad. I enjoyed them. If you put enough syrup on them, they're fine, right? Like any kind of pancakes. And then there's the orange energy drink powder, which I was reading the ingredients, and it's basically like orange flavored sugar. I mean, it calls it an energy drink, but it didn't say it has any caffeine, so I wonder if it's just like all sugar. But yeah, that's kind of it for the emergency food that we're kind of eating up, and we're reporting on how these things are and with some pictures and everything in the Discord. So if you're curious on what some of that food is like, it's very odd and pretty interesting.
Yeah, and although you said it expires within 5 years, right? But I checked that they claim on their website that it allegedly lasts up till 25 years.
Oh, wow. So maybe we don't need to, maybe we can just put it back under the bed and for another 20 years.
Yep.
Come back to it. Although some of it feels like it's gone bad already.
No, it does not.
I mean, that's just how it's supposed to be. Okay. They make it it is really easy to cook, and we'd, probably save some money on not, on groceries or ordering out and that kind of thing.
Definitely. And you never know what could happen.
Yeah. So also this last week, Friday was National Beer Day, and ahead of that, I had actually picked up a few different cases from the grocery store when I was there, which was actually another kind of funny story because you sent me there for water.
Yeah, I was going to interject and say I sent you there for water.
Yeah, you asked me if I could pick up some water from the grocery store. I'm like, fine, I got it. That was the only thing on the list, and I ended up getting a bunch of other stuff too, including like 3 different kinds of beer.
3 packs.
Yeah, not that I'm like a huge beer drinker. I think this is the first time of us buying beer like so far this year, and I saw a few that piqued my interest. Ones I've never had before, and so I was like, oh, it's National Beer Day coming up, so I will try some of these things out. We had the cookies and cream and cookie dough beers, which we tried the cookie dough one, and I did not like it. It did not taste anything like cookie dough to me. I love cookie dough. I love beer, but cookie dough beer, nah. Nuh-uh. I didn't like it. It says it's a stout, so I was thinking it would kind of be like more milky, creamy, a little bit sweet in that way, and it was actually like pretty sour.
Yeah, it was sour, and then
yeah, I did not like it. You thankfully finished it off for me. You helped me finish it.
It did have a cookie dough aftertaste to it.
I didn't get it. I did not taste that at all.
I have always liked like soury beer, right? don't you think? I'm more of a
Probably.
citrusy fan.
Yeah, you've always liked citrusy beers. Yep.
So that was okay for me, surprisingly. And also,
Yep.
I happened to be cooking chicken curry rice that day. So that was another reason why we got the beer, so we could enjoy it with the curry. Beer and curry, I tell you guys, it's awesome.
I've noticed like beer and Asian food in general, like really good together, whether it's like Thai or Malaysian or Indian or Japanese,
Japanese
right? Or
too?
Chinese. Yeah.
I guess Japanese too, yeah.
I mean, I love like a good, asahi with
With the
sushi.
sushi.
It's so good.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why. And I guess pizza, obviously.
Yeah,
Beer
beer
goes
and
well with pizza. But then like anything Asian food.
True that.
I
true
love it.
that.
That's it for life. I'll go to my gaming side of things. There was obviously Wolong, which we talked about. I also played a little bit of Returnal this week. I know I talked about how I started that last week. I think I maybe only played it once or twice since last week.
Oh, I did play it too.
You'd played a little bit, yeah.
Just a bit though. Like,
Maybe
maybe a few runs, and then I was like, nope.
like 30 minutes or an hour or so.
Yeah.
You played it some.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not in a hurry to get back to it. I don't know what I want to do there, because I don't know if I want to just start a different like PS5 single player game, or if I want to put that time back into Returnal,
Maybe do Breath of the Wild.
or if I could see if I could Returnal it back to where I bought it from.
We don't have the receipt anymore. No.
I know, I'm just kidding.
You're funny.
Everybody says it's such a good game though. Maybe it'll hook me later. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's okay to have different opinions.
Yeah, but I feel like lately there's just been like some games that were like really popular, a lot of people have good opinions on, and then I'm just like, nah, I just don't really feel it. But I don't know.
Maybe it's because we only have like a couple hours a day, and we really want to make sure we enjoy the game 100% before we comment to
Yeah,
it.
true. I've also been playing a lot of Marvel Snap, especially the last week or two. So last week I talked about Marvel Snap, and I mentioned how I got the Galactus card.
Yeah.
And I explained a little bit about what that card does, and that's probably like there's two cards I can think of that like everybody wants, because they like they basically define the deck. They're extremely good. They're extremely rare.
They're legendary.
Yeah, they're basically like the rarest category of cards, along with a bunch of others. But these are the ones that seem to like really stir up a match. Galactus is one. I got him like last week, and then this morning I got Thanos.
Ooh.
Which everybody who's watched a lot of the Marvels movies, the Avengers ones, they all know who Thanos is. I feel like that's where the Marvel Snap comes from, because of his snap.
I was gonna make a joke about that.
Really, what was your joke?
About he created Marvel Snap.
Oh yeah, basically. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought of when I heard the name Marvel Snap. It's like, okay, something about Thanos. But anyways, I got that card this morning and immediately put together a deck, which I feel like I didn't do a very good job on, but it's kind of working. And Thanos is just so much fun to use. If you have him in your deck, you get all the 6 Infinity Stones also added into your deck, and they all do different things. And if you play all 6 of them with Thanos, it makes him super strong. So it's a really fun deck, because it just adds all the stones, and those are really fun to use. Like, not necessarily Thanos himself. I'm just having fun with all the Infinity Stones. So yes, with Galactus, almost immediately followed up with Thanos a week later. Like, I have been loving Marvel Snap the last couple weeks. Also this week, I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite, and not the normal way, not how I used to talk about it, not the 100-player battle royale or whatever, but it's been on like some of the custom maps, and playing them with Dylan, our 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And even our 2-year-old got a little bit of action in there as well. But it was, for the most part, just like the single player like levels that I think some are made by Epic, and then like some are just made by random creators who like put the maps together and stuff for you to do, and which is kind of nice, because there's no like pressure of PvP or other players coming up and killing you super easily. And Dylan's still figuring out how to move around, how to control the camera, how to jump over things and stuff like that. And he's like, this week was where I've noticed most of his progress. Like, he's finally starting to get like how to use the controller a little bit
Yeah.
and like move around. So he's gonna catch up to us in no time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna need to set up a desk for him in the game room pretty soon.
The whole house gonna be like game.
Yeah, we're gonna be a household full of gamers. But that is pretty much it for me and gaming. So that kind of wraps up our week.
Yeah.
We do have a fun game planned for at the end of the episode, so stay tuned. We were going to be playing some Would You Rather Easter Edition coming up in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, how about we run through the new game releases for this week?
Sure.
We have Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition on PlayStation VR 2. We have Grimoire Once More on PS5, PS4, and Switch. Hogwarts Legacy on PS4 and Xbox One, so it's coming to those older consoles. Meet Your Maker on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Road 96 Mile Zero on all consoles and PC. Batora Lost Haven on Switch. Curse of the Sea Rats on all consoles and PC. Everspace 2 on PC. Ooh, I like this one. Paparazzi on Switch. And EA Sports PGA Tour on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I briefly kind of remember Paparazzi like being announced, or maybe it was released somewhere else first and now it's coming to Switch. I don't know.
Really?
But
I've never heard of it.
it was like a game where you take pictures of puppies or something.
Ooh, so cute.
You should look it up. And it's on Switch, so that would be another thing we could play on Switch. Joanne, how about the Game Pass games?
New on Game Pass this week is Goat Simulator on console, PC, and cloud. Loop Hero on console and PC. Everspace 2, which is a day one release on PC. And Iron Brigade on console and cloud.
Thank you.
Now, Everspace 2 caught my eye some because it's an open world spaceship action RPG.
Kind of reminded me of like EverQuest or something, right? Like, but Everspace.
I was thinking more of that open world space game that we played.
No Man's Sky?
Yes, No Man's Sky.
Maybe. I feel like a lot of space games could be very different than No Man's Sky. That one's pretty unique.
But yeah.
I don't know if I can get into a vast game as big as space right now.
But yeah, this is Everspace 2, so would be interested to see other streamers play it first.
That's the cool thing about Twitch. You can always go and basically see whatever game you want being played as long as it's released and see if you think you would like it. Ask questions, talk to people who are playing it. So it's a pretty cool way to not quite demo games, but almost. Okay, now the time has come. We have our Easter edition of Would You Rather. We're going to run through some questions with each other and see what the outcome is. So I'll go ahead and start us off. But would you rather eat a chocolate cream egg or a marshmallow peep?
Chocolate cream egg.
Yeah, chocolate cream egg. Do you even like Peeps?
No.
I don't like Peeps.
I don't either. I mean, I still buy them because they're so cute.
They are cute and they're fluffy and they're marshmallowy and they're colorful. They come in all kinds of different Easter colors. I just don't know if anybody really likes Peeps. I think people just buy them because
of Easter.
Just because it's Easter and like there's not really a whole lot of like Easter candies. There's like chocolate bunnies and chocolate eggs and stuff. But like Peeps is like the number one staple for like Easter treats, and I think that's the main thing that's keeping them going, not because people buy them because they like them. I don't know, that's just my theory. Be curious if anybody else disagrees, and if they actually really like Peeps, let us know.
Yeah.
But would you rather be best friends with the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy?
The Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy? No, not for me. I'd rather be best friends with the Easter Bunny.
Why? Because you want a candy?
Well, there's candy. The Easter Bunny just seems a lot nicer and friendlier. The Tooth Fairy just wants your teeth, which is like kind of scary because it's like lose your teeth first.
You're ruining my childhood imaginary vision of this Tooth Fairy.
Well, like me, I always hated like losing my teeth as a kid. Like when your baby teeth fall out, like
But you get money.
It would hurt and everything. Like, it was just usually like painful and like, discomfort, but it was like, oh, at least the tooth fairy is coming.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, I always like linked that tooth fairy with like a bad time.
That's funny. For me, I'm like, ooh, I want to be best friends with the tooth fairy because with all the teeth she collect, we could go shopping.
Yeah. How about, would you rather have a bunny cottontail or bunny ears?
Bunny ears.
Okay, I'll go over bunny cottontail.
What? Why?
I think I would look better with that than with bunny ears.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Would you rather search for Easter eggs in a meadow or in a forest?
Forest. I mean, for me, myself, not my kids.
Yeah, I think forest. I feel like it'd probably be easier. I feel like meadow would have like a lot of grass and stuff, and like be a lot harder to find eggs.
There's like trees in the forest, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
it could be up on the tree or in a barn.
Sure, then I'll climb the tree.
I know. I think it's just more adventurous to be in a forest.
I like forests more than meadows, I think, in general.
True.
Would you rather eat a giant chocolate bunny or a giant jelly bean?
Oh, chocolate bunny. I love chocolate.
Yep, giant chocolate bunny, better than a giant jelly bean, especially if it's a Bean Boozled jelly beans.
Yeah.
Because those are not fun. Would you rather find an Easter basket full of candy or full of money?
Of course, money.
What kind of a question is that? Yeah, I'll take the Easter basket full of money, and then you can always use that money to buy candy.
The kids would want basket full of candy.
That's true. They would take that in a heartbeat. Would you rather only eat carrots for a month or only eat carrot cake for a month?
Carrots for a month. I can cook them in many ways.
That's true. Probably carrots, because I'd probably be way overweight if I ate nothing but carrot cake for a month. So, and I do like carrots, and I don't really like carrot cake that much. So,
yeah,
give me the
too.
carrots. Would you rather have Easter grass for hair or jelly beans for teeth?
Easter grass for hair.
I guess so. What is Easter grass?
Those kind of like green golf course grass.
So like fake grass?
No, not just fake, like very well trimmed, I guess.
Okay. Well, then I'll take that for hair. It'd be green. Probably. Would you rather dress like the Easter bunny for a day or dress like a peep?
I would dress like a peep. I don't like eating it, but I think
yeah,
it's cute.
I think dressing up like a peep, that would be cool, like a Halloween costume if people dressed up for Easter, but they don't. But if I saw somebody dressed up as a peep, I'd be like, hey, look, it's cool, they're a peep.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Would you rather search for Easter eggs in the rain or in the snow?
Oh, I feel like I would rather do it in the snow, but
The
I
snow.
probably can't find it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, it might be hard to find. But then again, like the colors might stand out in the, white snow background.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like the rain would just make them all wet and probably get everything inside all wet.
True, I didn't think of that. Kevin's so practical, guys.
I really think these questions through. These are really important to me. Would you rather give an Easter basket or get an Easter basket?
Give, probably.
Yeah, I guess give. Would you rather live in a field of tulips or a field of dandelions? I know you would say dandelions.
Yes, I love dandelions.
I would rather live in a field of tulips.
I know, because you hate it. I mean, like you say it's a weed.
Yeah, dandelions are essentially a weed.
I know, but they're so pretty though. You can blow them. Anyways.
Would you rather hop like a bunny or waddle like a duck everywhere you go?
Probably waddle.
Yeah, I guess waddle like a duck would be a little bit less embarrassing. Would you rather keep all of the Easter candy for yourself or share all of the candy?
I'll share. I don't have a sweet tooth.
That's kind of a weird question. I would share if I had the choice, just so I don't make myself sick. If it's not very much, sure.
Yeah.
But if I have plenty, then I'll share it. Would you rather eat a chocolate egg full of peanut butter or full of caramel?
That's hard. Probably peanut butter.
So this is the easiest question out of all of them for me because I'm allergic to peanut butter. I would say a chocolate egg full of caramel.
Okay.
And those are actually really good.
I like the peanut butter ones.
Would you rather dye real eggs or buy plastic eggs?
So this is the funny thing. This is one of our what's the word?
One of your Easter crafts?
Yeah, one of our Easter crafts this week. And I actually bought them these paper craft eggs and have them painted because I did not want to boil an egg. Eggs are expensive now, y'all. And have them like paint it and drop it and break it. Even if it's hard boiled, it can still crack and then you can like do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say plastic eggs.
Okay, so if you're painting them with little kids, it's probably safer just to go with plastic eggs.
Or paper.
Would you rather pet a baby bunny or pet a baby chick?
Baby bunny, they're so soft.
I'd probably go baby chick because I've never pet a baby chick.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay, I've touched both. But
Yeah, I
I
don't think
like
I have.
bunnies more.
Yeah, I know you love bunnies.
I
So.
love bunnies, true. It's not like it's obsession.
Would you rather have an Easter egg hunt inside or outside?
Probably inside.
I would say outside, just because there's more room and everything's more spread out more.
Okay.
But
fair.
I don't know. I think either. You can't really lose with an Easter egg hunt. Would you rather eat lettuce with every meal or eat carrots with every meal?
Carrots.
Yeah, carrots. Would you rather talk to the Easter bunny or dance with the Easter bunny?
Dance.
I guess dance. I don't know what I would talk to the Easter bunny about.
I know.
Be like, where are you getting these eggs from? Like, I need to know. Like,
That's funny.
bunnies don't lay eggs. Like, where are all these eggs coming from? That's probably the first thing I would ask the Easter bunny. Would you rather ride on the Easter bunny's back or swing from his floppy ears?
Are we abusing the bunny?
I feel like these questions are getting more and more wild as we go down.
I would rather ride the bunny though.
I'll swing from his floppy ears because why not? I feel like that's dangerous. I'm imagining like a gigantic sized Easter bunny to swing from his ears. It's got to be a big Easter bunny. Okay, would you rather decorate 100 Easter eggs or search for 100 Easter baskets? What?
Decorate.
I guess decorate eggs. I'll just like dip them in the food coloring and then
No, you have to
get them
decorate them
done
with
super
glitter.
quick. I'm not a glitter person, you know that. Would you rather swim in a pool of jelly beans or a pool of marshmallow peeps?
Marshmallow peep.
Probably a pool of jelly beans. I feel like
Are you?
marshmallow peeps would get like
All
sticky and...
I don't mind. Worth it.
Would you rather find a basket with one giant chocolate egg or 10 little chocolate eggs?
10 little chocolate eggs.
Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I don't know. Weird question. Would you rather eat breakfast or eat dinner with the Easter Bunny?
Ooh, I would say eat dinner. Dinner. I have more time to get dressed for dinner.
Okay. I guess I would say eat breakfast, but I don't really know what breakfast or dinner has anything to do with the Easter Bunny, but I like breakfast. So.
True, you're a breakfast guy, that's for sure. But that is it.
Yeah, that's it. It kind of got a little weird there at the end, but that was 25 would you rather Easter related
Questions.
kind of questions. And some good ones in there, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's, now that we're done with that little mini game, let's share where people can find us.
Yeah.
And run through our social media. So you could catch us in our weekly live stream, which we do over on Twitch at twitch.tv/gamerparentspod. We stream there every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
A lot of fun. We're usually playing games and talking to some of our usuals over there.
Mm-hmm.
You could also find us on YouTube on the Gamer Parents Podcast channel, over on Twitter at twitter.com/gamerparentspod.
Or at Instagram at gamer_parents_podcast. We just recently added a reel for Easter right there. So definitely, if you could give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, or wherever it is, we would greatly appreciate that.
And it's been a while since we've said this, so I do want to say it again. If anybody wants to rate us on Apple Podcasts and give us a review, we will read it on the next episode. So if you want to let your voice be heard, you can leave us a review and we will read it out for everybody. We promised when we started this that whether it's a 1-star or a 5-star, we would read it out, whatever it is, as long as it's appropriate, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully we don't get any super negative, inappropriate reviews, but whether negative or positive, it will be heard. The best place to hang out with us would be the Discord server that we have. The link for that is in the podcast episode description.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to join in there if you're on Discord, and we have all kinds of conversations going on daily about life and games. We are also usually in the voice chats on the Discord server most evenings, kind of just hanging out, playing games, talking with people. So if that is your thing and you want a little bit more social interaction, we would love to have you there. But that wraps up everywhere you can find us, and that also wraps up episode 62.
Yeah.
So we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.